Now I'm going to show you how to work with tasks. Let's start by hovering over the task item in the navigation bar to bring up the Tasks peak. Click on the task item to go to the Tasks view. You can see your tasks in different views by selecting Options in the current view group. Some of the views change how your tasks are sorted. Let's create a new task so I can remember to create a draft of the annual report. The draft is going to be due at the end of the month, so let's set the reminder for the 28th, so I'll get a notification early enough to get the work finished. You can use the follow-up feature to automatically set a start date for the task, or you can manually set the start date in the new task form. Because I selected next week in the follow-up action, the start date was set to next Monday, and the due date was automatically set to Friday of that week. Let's reset the due date to the end of the month, since this is when the work for the task is supposed to be finished. After I save this task, I can click OneNote in the Actions group to automatically create a new page in OneNote associated with this task. I then have the option to choose where I want to save this page in my OneNote notebooks. I'll select Quick Notes and then select OK. Now I'll go over how to edit existing tasks. I've opened the Review Charts for Annual Report task, and by default, you can see the important dates and completion information for the task. Let's take a look at the details for the task. This is where you would enter information about your progress on the task, or if you wanted to send a status update to your manager. You can enter in the total amount of work for the task, which could be an estimate, and the amount of actual work you've spent on the task. You can also include mileage information, billing information, and the company you did the work for if you're working with clients. Outlook has a lot of nice features that can help you track your status. If you click Send Status Report, a new email will be created for you with the status information, and then you can send this on to your manager or your client. I'll close the email and task without saving the changes, and next I'll show you how to assign the task to someone else. If you have a task that somebody else should be working on, you can just click on the Assign Task button in the Manage Task group. This gives you the ability to enter in someone's email address in the form and send it off. Let's assign this task to Kelly Weedock. Since I've assigned this task to someone else, I'm no longer the owner of it, and this dialog box tells me that the task reminder has been turned off. Please note that the reminder is turned off for me, but it is not turned off for the person who's receiving the task. I no longer have control of the task when I assign it to somebody else. In this case, Kelly now has control over the completion information, and I am no longer able to make any updates to it. We've covered a few things with respect to tasks, so now why don't you try it on your own?